Hello students, welcome to first episode of number system. Here in this episode, you will learn the basic terms used in number system, and then I'll explain you the meaning of rational number and irrational number, which is together called real number. Also, you will see how to do the operations on real number, which is very useful in rationalization. So let's start the lecture. So let's start with some basics that you have already done in the previous classes. So first is the natural number. So what is the natural number? The number starts from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 up to that is called natural number. Whole number. If we add 0 with the natural number, then the set obtained is called whole number. So whole number, that starts from 0. So we can say 0 plus natural number is a whole number. The collection of natural number plus 0 is a whole number. So if I say 0 is a natural number, true or false, so that is the false statement, because natural number starts from 1. Okay. So next comes integer. What is integer? Integer, here you will find 0 is here, all the natural number is here, and these are what? Negative of natural number. So we can say the set of whole number, natural number and negative of natural number is what your integer, and it is denoted by a letter Z. Whole number is denoted by a letter W, natural number is denoted by letter N. Next comes your rational number. Rational number is a number that can be expressed in a form P by Q, where Q not equals to 0 is called your rational number. Okay, that is the one definition of rational number, that if any number that can be expressed in form of P by Q, where Q not equal to 0, or A by B, where B not equal to 0, then it is called rational number. It is generally denoted by capital Q. So these are the example. Whatever I have written is the rational number, because here if you see 2, so 2 you can write 2 by 1, so that can be expressed P by Q form. This all can be expressed as P by Q form. So then it is a rational number. If I just write 7, so is it rational number? Yes, because I can write 7 as 7 by 1. 1 is a rational number? Yes, because I can write in form of 1 by 1. So anything which can be expressed in form of P by Q or A by B, where denominator should not be equal to 0, then it is called rational number. Okay, and another definition, another way to predict the rational number, any number if it in fraction form, and if you divide that number, and that is either terminating or non-terminating but recurring. So if you divide that fraction 5 by 2, if you divide 2 by 5, either if it comes either terminating, or if then it would be a rational number, or if it comes non-terminating but recurring, means the number repeats itself. Okay, then repeating itself, then it is called your rational number. Okay, so that is the another definition of rational number. Next come your irrational number, the number which cannot be expressed in form of P by Q, or the number which is non-terminating. That number is non-terminating and non-recurring. That is not repeating itself. It's not terminating, it's not terminates out, and also it's not repeating itself, not recurring. I'll show you the examples also. But here the root 2, root 3, I'll explain you the meaning of this root 2, what is root 3 here, and pi. is also a irrational number, because these numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring. I'll show you how these numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring. Okay. So you can even find out that number root 2. You did how to find root 2, square root of 2. That if you remember, you did in class 8th that root 2, the value of root 2 is 1.414. If you just do it, the number itself not repeat, it's not get terminate, or even it get not repeated, the numbers are not repeated. So we can just find out the root 2 is irrational number. Same with root 3 and pi also. So I'll explain you exactly what the rational number, or what the rational number and irrational number exactly called. Next come real number, the sum of rational and irrational, both together called a real number. So if a collection of all rational number and irrational number, that is what your real number. Surds. So what are surds? Anything, any number that can be expressed in the form a raised to power 1 by n is called surd. And if you can express anything, and if you say anything is a surd, then if this is a surd, then this should be a irrational number. So this way you can predict the irrational number. Or you can say if this is an irrational number, then only it is a surd. That I am just going to explain you how. A, here A, what can you write A? A is any positive rational number. So we did what are rational numbers. So any positive rational number. Here you can write 5 by 2, 6 by 7, 4, 6, 2, 9, anything you can write. But you can't use negative numbers here. So the positive rational number, okay. And n here is the number, any number greater than 1. Any number greater than 1 you can substitute. So I am going to put A as 3 and n is suppose 2. Okay. So is it surd? Yes, this can be expressed. This is an irrational number, because this I can write like this way. So this is an irrational number. So this is a surd. So anything which you can write in this form and which is a rational number, then it is called surd. Okay. First, the meaning of surd should be clear. Here A is called, if I write 5 raised to power 1 by 4. Okay. So here this is your A. So and this is n. N is 4. A is 5. So here A is called positive rational. A is called radicand. A is positive rational number. A is called a radicand. And this 4 is called what? This 4 is called your order. If it, because this you can't further simplify. So this is irrational number, and if it is irrational, it is called surd. Okay. For example, if I just write 16 raised to 1 by 2, is it surd? So you will say, yeah, it is surd because it can be expressed in form of a raised to power 1 by, but not, it is not a surd, because 16 you can write 4 raised to 2 and that can be written as 4 only. 16 raised to 1 by 2, or otherwise you can write this root 16, that is written as 4, and 4 is not a irrational number, that is a rational. So the value of this is not a rational number, so this is not a surd. Or that this is a way you can predict the something is whether rational or irrational number. So like surds and unlike surds. These are very small things but very important for the examination point of view, as this is a part of your basics. So to do the question, higher question, so you should go through the basic first. So what are like surds and unlike surds. So you did in your previous classes the like number and unlike numbers, like if I just tell you just 8x and minus 7 by 2x. So these are the like terms or not. So these are like terms. But if I say 8x and minus 7 by 2y, so these are unlike term. If I just tell you to add them, so you can add these two, but you can't add these two. If I just say add these two, so your answer will be 8x minus 7 by 2y. But if I say add these, so you can add these. How can you add these two? Just by simply using the rational number way. Okay, so 8 into 2 is 16. Okay, so 16 minus 7 by 2x. So this way you can just add them. Now here also, if you are doing the operations on surd, then you should know what are like surd and unlike surd. So root 2 is a surd. Okay, root 2 is a surd, this is a surd, this is a surd. So if the surd is same, so anything outside the surd does not matter. Okay, so if the surd is same, surd means your a raised to power 1 by n is same. Here 2 raised to power 1 by 2, 2 raised to power 1 by 2, 2 raised to power 1 by 2. Then the surds are called like surd. Okay, then the surd are called like surd. And unlike surd, if your a raised to power, if this is a surd, that you know that it's a surd, that is the irrational number. 2 is irrational number, so this is a surd. But if a raised to power n is different, this is different, so these are called unlike surd. Like surd we can add, subtract them together, but unlike surds cannot be added or subtracted. Okay, if I just tell you 2 root 2 plus 5 root 2, so you just find first whether they are like surds or not. 2 root 2 is a surd, 5 root 2 is a surd. Why this is a surd? Just forget this. So here root 2. So that is a raised to power 1 by n. So it is a surd. 2 raised to power 1 by 2. You can't further simplify that. So this is a surd. Okay. This is a surd. So this is a surd. So just check whether they are like surd or unlike surd. So they are like surd, root 2, root 2. So here it is 7, you can add them. Same way you just add 2x plus 7x, same way you just have to add. You need not to touch, don't do such operation that some students do, like root 2 plus root 2, root 4, and you just, some guys do that way also. So this and this thing will you just have to write as it is. Just you can compare this with that way, just 2x plus 5x. So you just you don't add this now, you just add these numbers only. You are not going to touch x. You can't write x as x square here while adding, na. So simply your answer will be 7x. Similarly, if you add these two, your answer will be 7 root 2. Okay, and same way if I just tell you 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3, add them, what is your answer? Your answer, you will say these are unlike surd, so you can't add them. Okay, so these are unlike surd and you can't add them because this is root 2, this is root 3. Important thing is that you can't add or subtract unlike surd, but you can multiply them. Same way we can't add these two, but we can multiply these two. Then what will be our answer? 28xy, but we can't add them. Same way we use operation for the surds also. So mixed and the proper surd. So if I just write root 27, okay, So root 27, so that is the first we just have to check whether it is third or not. So root 27 can be written as 27 raised to 1 by 2. You can't further solve it. Okay, so that can be expressed in irrational form only. So that is a surd. Okay, that is a surd. So this surd is a proper surd. Okay, so yeah, but to simplify, when you are going to operate various operation, you have to write this in the mixed form. So if you just going to write this in mixed form, the same surd you can write the same root, same irrational number, you can write this way, like root 27. Root 27 you can write 3 3 3. What is the order? 2. So you can make the order of 2 because here it is 2. So you can take this 3 out. When you take this 3 out, this becomes single. So that root 27 can be written as 3 root 3. That is very important thing. So this is the one form of writing the irrational number, and that is the same irrational number can be written in this form. So this is what your mixed form, and that is the proper form. Okay. Similarly, like if I just write root 50, okay, so root 50 is a proper form. So root 50 you can write like 2 into 5 into 5, right? 2 into 5 into 5. So here the order is 2, so you can make the pair of 2, and then you can take pair 2 out, pair of that out. So here inside you are left with 2. So whatever the order, you have to make that pair and just take the pair out. So root 50 you can write as 5 root 2 also. So that is the form. This is required when you are asked to add root 27 plus 7 root 3. Okay, so if it is asked like this way, if the question is asked, so here this is the smallest form, so that is in mixed form, and further you can't simplify this because that is the smaller, you can't make the further factor of this 3. So that is the prime number only, and but here you can make the prime factors of 27, and also the 27 can be written as 3 root 3 plus 7 root 3. Now these are becomes your surds, so you can add them, that will be 10 root 3 only. Okay, and same way if it is asked in exam root 50 plus 2 root 2. Okay, so root 50 you can write 5 root 2 plus 2 root 2, so that can be written as 7 root. So that is the benefit of to study this mixed surd and proper surd. So you should know the interconversion of these. So if I ask you simplify root 27. To simplify root 27 means you are asked to write root 27 in simplest form. So then you can write this as this way. So the simplest form of root 27 is 3 root 3. If I ask to write suppose root 80 in simplest form. So root 80 you can write, you can find the prime factor of root 80. So root 80 is the proper surd. Okay, proper surd. So you can just make the prime factor 4 into, you can write root 80 as 4 into 2 into 10, and 10 you can write 2 into 5, right? Okay, and further 4 you can write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5, means the prime factor of root 80 you can directly write this 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, and here the order is 2, so you can make the factor 2 out. So if you take this 2 out of the radical, this becomes single 2, this becomes singles 2. So here it comes 2 into 2 root 5, that is 4 root 5. So here root 80 you can write at 4 root 5. So root 80 is equals to 4 root 5, and here it is your proper, and this is the simplified version. This is a simplified surd, or you can say it is a mixed surd. Let's do how to do some operations on surds. So if I just write 5 root 3, first of all you have to find whether it is surd or not. Yes, 5 root 3 is the irrational number. 3 raised to power 1 by 2, right? A raised to power 1 by n form. So this is irrational, this is irrational number, okay? And you have to add the two irrational number. So these are to add irrational number, you have to first predict whether they are like surds or not. So these are like surds, right? Root 3 like surd, so you can add them. So if you add them, what would be your answer? 13 root 3, right? Because you are going to add only 5 and 8, that is 13 root 3. 5 root 3 root 5 minus 6 root 5. Here you have to do an operation, okay? Then you can, in addition or subtraction, you can do the operation only when they are like surd. So just check, are they like? Yes, they are like surd, root 5. Don't say it is 6, it is 3. So these are like surd, so you can do the operation. So 3 minus 6, 3 minus 6 is what? 3 minus 6 is minus 3 root 5. So this is the second operation. So here we can add or subtract them only when they are like surd. So first you have to predict whether they are like or not. The third thing is you have to add 3 root 2 plus 5 root 3. So they are unlike. They are unlike, so you can't add them. So what would be your answer? As it is. That is the answer, because they are unlike surd, so you can't add them. Now comes operation of multiplication. So I told you, in multiplication and division, even whether the surds are like or unlike, you can multiply them or divide them. So definitely they are unlike. Even if they are like, you also can do the same thing, okay? So don't think that if we can multiply only when the surds are like, surds are unlike. So it is necessary to add them that surds should be like. To multiply, divide them, whether the surds are like or unlike does not matter. So, but the important thing here also, the order of the surd should be same. The order of the surds should be same, even that criteria should be considered in multiplication and division also. In addition, subtraction, the surd should be like, but in multiplication and division, the surd can be unlike, but the order should be same. So how do we find the order? Here you will see nothing is here, the order is 2. Here order is 2. The order is 2, like surds are unlike, but we can multiply them. Okay, so if you multiply them, how can you multiply them? 3 into 5. The rational number you can multiply by rational, irrational by irrational. Okay, this way you just have to multiply. 3 and 5 together, 7 and 3 together. So that will be how much? 15 root 21. Fine. This you need to divide. So this is 15 root 12. This is 3 root 6. Fine. This is, so how can you just divide this? Since the order is same, then only you can divide. So if you cancel this, so you will get 5 root 12 upon 6, because the order is same, so you can take in one root. So it will be 5 root 2. 5 root 2. So this way you can do the operations on addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on surds. So here just see one question, state the order of the surds. So here they said that these are surd, you need not to find, predict whether these are surds or not. Sometime it is asked in the question, check whether it is surd or not, but here you need not to find surd. So here you have to find the order of the surd. So I just told you that if this is a surd, then n is the order. A is called predicate. Okay. So here what you see, what would be the order here? Order is 3. Sorry, order is 3. Here the order is 5. No. Order is, it is 5 root 12. Order is what? Order here is 2, because here you can write this as 5 12 raised to 1 by 2. Order can't be n, the value of n starts with 2, that can't be 1. So n is greater than 1, I told you. So here it is not written anything, means you have to take the least value of n, and the least value of n is 2. Here what is the order? Order is 4. Here what is the order? Again, these are very basic, that may or may not come in exam, but you should know before solving the questions. These things. Order is 2. Order is, yes, order is 3. So one more question, state which of the following are surds. So here you have to find whether which of the following are irrational number or which of the following are surd, because surd, if it is surd, then it should be an irrational number. So you have to find whether which are rational number or which are irrational number. Sometimes question comes like in this way, state which of the following are rational number or irrational number. So if it is surd, then means it is irrational number. So just check. This can be expressed here. I can, if I express this 51 raised to 1 by 3, I can write this way because the order is 3. Can I further simplify this? So that is not. So that is a irrational number. It is a irrational number, or we can say it is a surd. It is a surd or it is a irrational number. Here if I write 16 raised to 1 by 4. Can I simplify this? 16, if I just make the prime factors of 16, so that is what? 2 raised to power 4, right? Or into 1 upon 4. Okay. So this and this will cancel out. Here I get 2 only. Okay. Which is a rational number. It is a rational number. Rational number matlab not surd. Okay. Rational number means not surd. Okay. Next, here comes 81. So 81 raised to 1 by 5. So you can write 81 as 3 raised to power 4. So 3 raised to power 4, again 5 will not cancel out. So you can't express this as something to the raised to power 5. So here it is irrational number, or irrational number means it is a surd. Surd meaning irrational number. Okay. Here. So don't think that it is under the root. Whether the something is root or not, if you can express in form of surds like a raised to power 1 by n only, then it is irrational, and irrational is a surd. And if it can further simplify, then that is a rational number. Here you can write this 256 raised to 1 by 2, and what can you write this? 16 raised to 2 into 1 by 2. 256 can be written as 16 raised to 2. Okay, the 2 and 2 will cancel out. Here is 16. It is a rational number without root. So, a rational number. With root, final answer is coming under the root, then it is irrational. You can just predict this way also. Check it. 64. So 64 raised to 1 upon 3. What can you write? 64. 64 can be written as 2 raised to power 6 or 4 raised to power 3 into 1 by 3. So that is 4, which is a rational number. So here in this way you can predict whether the number is rational or irrational. So here the two pairs are given and here you have to find whether these two are like-surd or unlike-surd. Suppose if I just tell you just add them. Okay, so to add them first you have to find check whether they are like-surd or unlike-surd. So you will see this is root 52, this is root 13. So these are unlike-surd, so we can't add them. That would be your answer, but that is wrong. How? Because here what you can write root 52. Root 52 you can write root 52 as 13 into 4 or 13 into 2 into 2. Okay. Since its order is 2 here, think its order is 2 here, so you can take pair of 2 out. You can take this pair out. So if you take this pair out, here you are left with root 13. Fine. So here root 52 you can write as 2 root 13, and your next pair is 5 root 13. Okay, so 5, so now you are that is the pairs are 2 root 13 and 5 root 13. So these are like pairs because of root 13 and root 13. So first you have to simplify this. Similarly, you have to check whether these are like or unlike-surd. So first simplify this. Okay, simplify this. What are the prime factors of root 68? So root 68 you can write 17 into 4 or 17 into 2 into 2. Find the prime factors first. Then you can take pair of 2 out, root 17. So this you can write root 68 as 2 root 17. So 2 root 17 and 5 root 3 here. So now you can say these are still they are not coming. So now you can say these are unlike-surd. So here is a question, simplify this. Simplify this means we have to follow the operation what they just have written. So we have to do that operation, plus, minus, etc. So here to add or subtract them, we know that the surds should be like. So we know that these are the like surds, so we can easily add or subtract them. Here they are not like surd. So, but can we further simplify this surd? Yes, because simplification is required. Here 5 you can't further simplify. 4 here, this you can further simplify as 5 into 5 into 5, right? 5 into 5 into 5, and you can take pair of 5 out because the order is 2. So it is 9 root 5 minus 4 root 5 plus 5 root 5. When you take this out, this becomes 2 because you are taking pairing out. So pair out outside it becomes single. Now it becomes like-surd. You can add or subtract them, right? So it is 5 plus 5 root 5, that is 10 root 5. This is the answer. So here is another question. You have to simplify this. So how can we do this? Since this is the least number out of these mentioned here, so you have to make the prime factor of, you have to simplify. This surd is already in simplified version, so you have to first simplify these surds. So how can we simplify this? What can we write 48? So 48, you can find the prime factors of 48. Okay, so the prime factors of 48 is what? Okay, so the prime factors of 48 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Root 27 prime factors are this. Okay, now since the order is 2, so order is 2, so you can make the pair of 2 here, and you can take this pair out of the radical sign. So when you take this pair out of the radical sign, this becomes single. When you take this radical out of the radical sign, this becomes single. Here is a 7. So if you take this pair out, this pair when becomes out, this becomes single. So here you are left with 3. So why you are making the pairing of 2 only? Because here the order is 2. Here the order is 2. To make a pair of 2, take it out of the radical sign. So here this pair becomes 3, and here you are left with 3 only. Now 7 into 2 is 14 into 2 is 28 root 3, 3 root 3, root 3. You can now in position to add or subtract them, because here we will see that all are like surds. Okay, so 28 minus 3 minus 1. What can you take the fact here, the multiple here 28, here it is with minus 3, here it is with minus 1. Okay, root 3. So here it comes 24 root 3. That is the answer. So here is a question, compare the following. So here we need to compare this. Compare means we have to find which one is greater. So here we know that these are mixed surd. So this mixed surd, first you have to make them proper surd. So how can you make them proper? So this is 7. Okay, this is 7 and the order is 2. Order is 2. So when you bring this 7 inside the radical, you have to multiply this 7 2 times. Okay, so this is mixed form and this is the proper form, proper surd form. So if you multiply all of them, so you will get, so 7 root 2, you can write 98. Same way 5 root 3. So what can you write? 5 root 3, 3 into, this is a mixed surd. So you have to convert it into first into proper surd. 3 into, that is 5 into 5, because order is 2. So if you bring this 5 inside the radical, then you have to multiply this twice. Okay. So here if you multiply this, so you will get how much? 75. Now the first your result is 98 and the second 5 root 3 is 75. So out of these two, which one is greater? This is greater, this is greater. So you can write 7 root 2 is greater than 5 root 3. Okay, same way you can compare this also. So 5 root 5, you can write 5 root 5 as 5 into 5 into 5, right? Because order is 2, so if you bring this 5 inside the radicals, then you have to multiply 5 2 times, which is equals to 125, 5 root 5. Other is 7 root 2. 7 root 2, you can write 7 root 2 as 2 into 7 into 7, right? 2 into 7 into 7, because the order is 2. So if you bring that 2 or 7 inside the radical, then you have to multiply 2 times. That is the important thing. Ki whatever the outside, if you just bring it inside, so you just have to multiply at that much number as your order is, with that much number. So that is 98. Now you can compare very easily which one is greater. So you can write 5 root 5 is greater than 7 root 2. So this way you can compare the irrational numbers. So here is another one. So you have to compare this. Then how can you compare this? 5 root 3. You can write this as root 3 into 5 again, because when you bring this 5 inside, so 5 into 5, 25 into 3 is root 75. So here 5 root 3 you can write root 75. And 9. Now 9. What can you write 9? 9 you can write as root 81, because you have to write it in terms of root only, then only you can compare na. So 9 you can write 9 as root 81, because last year you did that root 81 is 9, root 16 is 4, like that. Square root of 81 is 9. So you can write this. Now you can compare these two na. Which one is greater? This is greater, so simply you can write this. Your 9 is greater than this, or you can just put this sign here. Same way you can proceed this question also. 7 you can write root 49, like, and 2 root 5. Yes, tell me, what can you write 2 root 5? When you bring this 2 inside the radical, then what will happen? You have to multiply 2 twice. The same way we just do opposite of thing during the simplification. So if you just need to simplify that, sir, so you have to take this 2 out. This is how much? 4 into 5, 20. Now which one is greater? That is greater. So you can just think that this is greater. 7 is greater than 2 root 5. So here we did some basic concept that is required for rationalization. In the next episode we will do questions on rationalization. So keep practicing.